Trade selling for serving. This is a mindset shift that will allow you to enjoy sales so much more and go get the skills that you need to get better at it. I find a lot of women come to me saying they're afraid of sales, or they don't enjoy sales, or they feel like when they're selling, they're trying to convince someone to do something and it's uncomfortable. So I encourage women to trade selling for serving. When you stop thinking of an exchange with a potential client as I'm trying to sell them on something, and instead think about serving them. How can I help them look at their problems in a different way? How can I ask provocative questions that will help them think about what do I still need help with, or what should I do next? And then if it turns out they have a problem that you can actually solve, then you can tell them about your products and services. But when you come into it with a serving mindset, you're going to find you ask a lot more questions and do a lot less of the talking. Get your arms around your finances. When you get your arms around your finances, it doesn't mean becoming a finance expert or being as good at your finances as a CFO would be. But it does mean spending time understanding what are the margins in the products or services that you sell. How much money do you need to make every month? What are your cash flow projections? Being able to read your P&L, your profit and loss, and having projections for the full year. If that sounds overwhelming, then reach out to your bookkeeper or your accountant, make a meeting, and talk about how you can get your arms around your finances. It will also help you sleep better at night. I know that when I was growing my company, Little Pim, once I finally mastered what are the things I need to understand, I felt it was so much easier to make the big decisions I had to make and to see the path to success. Embrace intentional networking. What that means is paying attention to the 3 types of networking that you need to go big: personal, operational, and strategic. Personal networking is who's in your personal network, people who support you and cheer you on. And most of us are pretty good at that one. Operational is who can you call on when you have a question or a problem. You're not sure what software to use to solve something in your company, or you're not sure who to hire to join your team. Those are operational network questions. And most women are pretty good at personal and operational. But the third is strategic. And that's where a lot of women haven't given enough thought to who are they doing their strategic networking with. And that's why we call it intentional networking. Because once you start thinking about who am I spending time with who's pulling me forward, who am I spending time with who's pushing me to think bigger, or kicking the tires on my ideas and maybe giving me ideas I wouldn't have thought of, or calling me to question things that I took for granted, that's where strategic networks comes into place. So I hope you'll think about who am I doing strategic networking with. Join an organization like Million Dollar Women or one of the other women's organizations, or sign up for conferences, or make sure that you have a few times a year where you're putting yourself into situations where you're meeting people who are ahead of where you are and can pull you forward too. Invest in your mindset. You can only grow your business as big as you grow yourself, which means investing in mindset, just like you would invest in sales or strategy or any other aspect of your business, is going to pay off in huge, huge returns. When I was trying to grow my first business, Little Pim, into a multi-million-dollar business, I had to work on a lot of limiting beliefs that I had about whether I could run a multi-million-dollar business. I didn't have a finance background, I hadn't gone to business school, and my parents were professors. So I didn't see myself as the CEO of a multi-million-dollar company. It wasn't until I did the work on mindset that I was able to bust those limiting beliefs and replace them with more empowering ones. So if you've just started your mindset journey, buy books, talk to people who have a powerful mindset and ask what they're doing. Go to workshops. Every dollar you invest in your mindset will come back in spades and help you grow your business. Invest in your personal brand. When you're building your company, it can be tempting to only invest in the company brand and not your personal brand. Or if you are your company, then that makes it a little easier, but you still should be investing in things like social media, doing thought leadership pieces like blogging or going live. All of this will help you to attract the right clients and customers and differentiate you from other businesses who are your competitors. It also makes you a little bit more resilient as an entrepreneur or thought leader Because if you change companies or decide to reinvent in some way, you bring your personal brand with you, whereas your company brand may change.